What's up guys? Welcome to SPPTV. Today we're going to get back to work on the GTO. Maybe we'll work on the shithorse engine. Who knows what we're going to get into. It's finally starting to get warm out, which means it's going to be time soon to get the trucks and cars out. So we got to start preparing for that and try to get some of this stuff done. So let's get to work. Alright guys, so in the last video I was complaining about my overhead light. So what I ended up finding out was that the ballast that I had bought was wrong. The ballast that I kind of needed, which is an old style ballast like this one here. Apparently they don't really make them anymore, and the new ballast I bought didn't work with the light fixture I had. So what I ended up doing is going back, and I actually bought an LED light. I had an 8-footer up there, now there's a 4-footer up there, and the brightness is insane. Like, let's go back here and take a look how well you can see inside the car now. Definitely make filming stuff easier so you guys can see better. And like I said, I think I might end up doing the whole garage in these lights. First thing I think I'm going to do today is the Jimmy is sitting on my driveway, and it's been sitting there all winter. And I want to move it because there's snow kind of between it and the side of the neighbor's fence or wall. As you can see, there's lots of snow, but there was a lot more. There's a Jimmy, there's the S10. Now the sink has not been started since I parked it here in the fall or winter, whatever. So let's see what happens. There's the electric fuel pump. Prime that up. That should be good. What do you guys think? You think she'll start? Turn the electric fan off. Okay, give her a few pumps. Well, she started. Probably shouldn't have revved her up there. Let her warm up a bit. Man, this thing sounds good. That's one thing that sucks about living here. When it gets cold and it's winter, we can't drive our cars. It really sucks, you know, having to wait till spring. But it sure is nice when it's finally spring and we can fire them back up again. Figured it would be stuck in ice and stuff, but I'm actually able to move it back. Now I just gotta do something about this. So that's pretty exciting. Maybe in a couple days it'll be time to get that one running. I definitely need to get it in the garage and start getting some stuff done. I got some parts that I bought for it that need to go on. The shithorse engine, it's just about done. The GTO is just about ready to go into primer once I finish this trunk stuff. Once I get all that finished, then I think it's pretty much done, ready to be primed, which we're going to start doing right away. Try to get some of this other stuff done. These bars are already cleaned up on the wire brush. They came out really good, but I got to do these and then these little brackets and this bracket here. So I'll start doing those and I'll update you on how it's going. I got some stuff done. Clayton and Mike are here. They're being silly.
No, don't let us get in the way.
Live stream night, so we're going to be doing some live stream shortly. But I got all this stuff sandblasted. I got all these clips sandblasted. These just hold wiring in the back. I got this sandblaster, turned out pretty good. And I got this hinge sandblasted, which actually turned out really nice. Here's the before shot. See how much rust is on it. So I still have to do this one, but I won't be able to finish it now because Clayton's here.
I'm gonna get unhinged right away.
Yeah, I'm gonna get unhinged. Next day now, I'm back on the garage. I got the other hinge sandblasted now. So this is both of them. And that little latch. The latch actually goes right here. Bolts on here for the trunk. I got all that primed up. This is actually like a sealer primer. So I can let them dry, and then this is all good for now. Well, this thing here is gonna get painted black. It's supposed to be black originally, and these have to be painted body color. So they'll probably end up going back on the car until it's time to paint everything. And then when I'm gonna paint like the door jambs and all that, I'll paint that stuff. So then I also got the, these are the pins that held those hinges in. And they actually had, well, this one you can still kind of see it. It had this recessed hole, and then I guess you hit it with a hammer, however they did it, and it would crimp over. So it's kind of like a rivet. So what I'm gonna do with these, I could put bolts in there, but I have to drill the holes bigger, and I kind of want to use the stock rivets. So what my plan is, I took these bolts, I took these bolts and I cut just the threaded part off. So I think what I'm gonna do, of course that's gonna roll away. I'm gonna put this on here like that, and then I'm gonna TIG weld it on, basically to make this into a bolt. Except it'll still be the factory rivet. The sizing's a little weird, so like a 5/16 is too small and a 3/8 is too big, so I'd have to drill the holes bigger and everything. So I kind of figured this is the easier way to do it. I also painted these. Those are sandblasted. Those are all painted now. Those things actually go, I can show you. They go like, they latch onto this edge here just to hold the wiring harness, I guess. All right, so I got those welded up. There they are. So basically it's just like a bolt, except it's still the factory kind of stud. So I think that'll work pretty good. They fit nice in there. And I mean, I'll ever be able to pull the hinges out if I ever need to, which I probably won't ever need to again. But if I could have got the factory rivets and somehow riveted them, or however they were in there originally, I might do that. But this is good enough. They'll fit good, and there won't be any slop inside. So that's good. I guess the next thing I got to do is do some body work in here. I guess this seam here originally had lead in it, maybe, or something. So I want to clean that up, and there's a few other spots. Here you can see where it was like rusty. So I'm going to put a little bit of filler on there just to smooth that out. All stuff you'll probably never see, but might as well clean it up a little bit. So that's the next thing to do, is mix up a little filler and do a little filler work. I had to put up here because when I was using that wire wheel, I ended up wire wheeling the edge a little bit. So I had to do that. So I have to let all this dry and then sand it. And then hopefully there shouldn't be too much else to do in here. I can just primer it and it'll be ready to move on to something else. And that's probably it for tonight. We'll continue this tomorrow. All right, good morning, guys. It's the next day again. And we're going to the junkyard. We're gonna look for some junk. We're gonna get some parts for the Sonicstang, a wiring harness hopefully. There's the S10. I got the covers off. I couldn't take the wheels and tires off because the brakes are too big and I don't have any spares that are small enough. So I just covered up from the cardboard, but now they're uncovered, ready to go.
Maybe we'll pull a LS or a Coyote out of the junkyard today while we're there.
If there's a Coyote there, we're pulling it, that's for sure.
Yeah, if there's a Coyote there, I'm gonna pull it out. I'll pull it out with my teeth.
Yeah.
Naked, because I know that's never gonna happen. So.
There being a Coyote there?
Yeah.
Soon.
Not today.
Not today.
We're here, and it's muddy.
Like,
it's gonna be a messy day today. I'd like to get one of these Monte Carlos here and make it rear wheel drive, because it's basically like a stock car body. So make it rear wheel drive, put some stock car wheels and stuff on it. Be cool.
What do you want with it?
Drive it. Street drive it. I was thinking about buying another Nova like mine and making it into like it would look like a stock car, but it would still be, you know, could still drive it on the street. Blazer. Lots of second gen S10s here today. Look, Clayton. For you, some sandals. I challenge you to a duel. Check this out, import guys. Who like imports? Looks like an old Celica with some kind of sliding rag top on it. And what's that, a Lancia or something? Skoda? Weird. Looks like all the plugs have been cut off this one too, a bunch of them. Savages. We're on the mad hunt for a wiring harness still. There's one like crushed. This is not an LS. Not an LS.
Fuck, you safe to stand here?
Also not. Yeah, they got them stacked up like cordwood here. Got everything. Cavaliers, trucks, Sunfires, tons of minivans like usual.
Chevys, not too many Fords.
Yeah, because this isn't the Ford yard. So there's not going to be any Fords here. This old Parisienne fender skirts on there. Someone took the engine. Oh, probably a Turbo 350 in there. Wow, we're really surprised, guys. There's only like 3 LS trucks in here this week, which is really weird. They must have crushed up a whole bunch. So we found this one here, and we're going to start taking the wiring harness off this one. There's a couple things cut, like for the throttle position sensor, but no big deal. Oh, look, new water pump on this one. Looks brand new.
No Boss though.
I know, but it looks new. Yeah, because we don't want the fuse block, we just want the wires.
I mean, you could also just cut those all, but if it's
I
still
know.
in here, it's kind of easier to figure out which
well,
one's
yeah,
which.
no, exactly. Mike needed a crank sensor plug, and we couldn't get the other one because there's water all over. So I found this one. I just cut it off so you can attach it. It actually goes all the way around the oil pan to the front and then back, so it's way too long, so better to do it this way anyways. I wonder if I can get the O2 sensor plugs too. We'll give it a try. Now they're taking the coils off. Mike wants the coils because they're those the ones with the heat sinks that are supposed to be good.
The brackets are different too.
And the brackets are different, yes. Oh yeah. And I went looking around. I got them the throttle position sensor plug, the idle air control valve plug, and then I also got
switch tools?
And then I also got injector plugs for this style of injector, which is the same kind I have on my car and my no, just my car. I have this style. They're off of Ford, so if you ever need some, instead of buying them, you can get these off of Ford pickup. So Mike pulled these coils off. Then Clayton pointed out one's missing, so we have to look for one. And Mike also found this Montrose CD. He's gonna clean it off and then rock out to it later. What was the prices?
So much.
I don't know.
$70 for the ignition coils.
That's what I said, $10.
$10 each, I guess.
Jeez.
$13 for the wiring harness.
$13, yeah. Beat that, Holly Terminator X.
Alright, we're back from the junkyard, had something to eat, and now these guys are trying to light my Christmas tree on fire the rest of the way. Quite a bit of snow here. Trying to move it around so it melts faster. Alright guys, I just realized I never made an ending to the video yesterday, so I thought I'd quickly do it now. Just out in the garage doing some cleanup and working on a few things, but nothing really exciting. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video. We'll get into some more work on some other cars. I don't know what we're going to be doing in the next video, but definitely stay tuned. It's going to be time to get working on the S10 soon. There'll be more Sonicstang progress, more Shithorse progress, more GTO progress, and who knows what else. So like always, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, click the notification bell, and we'll check you later.